Australia is not just a country. It is a feeling of space, freedom, and untouched beauty. Here, the land breathes slowly, and the sky feels endless. Oceans glow brighter, deserts speak in silence, and forests feel ancient. Australia reminds you that life is bigger than routine, and peace is found where nature still leads the way. This is a place to feel small in the best way possible, and alive in ways you never expected. 1. Great Barrier Reef, Australia. Beneath the calm surface of the ocean lives a world full of color and wonder. The Great Barrier Reef feels like a living dream, where corals bloom like underwater gardens and fish move like flowing light. Floating here feels peaceful and humbling. It reminds you how delicate life is, and how beautiful it becomes when everything exists in balance. This place awakens gratitude, making you feel deeply connected to the planet and to something greater than yourself. 2. Uluru, Australia. Uluru rises from the desert with quiet power. Its deep red surface glows as the sun moves across the sky, changing color with every passing hour. Standing before it feels spiritual and grounding. The silence here speaks louder than words. Uluru reminds you to respect time, culture, and nature. It teaches patience and strength, and shows that true power does not need noise or movement to be felt. 3. Whitehaven Beach, Australia. Whitehaven Beach feels pure and untouched. The sand is so white it almost shines, and the water shifts gently between soft blue and turquoise. Walking here feels light, like worries slowly fading away. This place invites calm into your heart. It reminds you that happiness can be simple, clean, and quiet. Sometimes, beauty does not excite the mind. It soothes the soul. 4. Sydney Harbour, Australia. Sydney Harbour blends natural beauty with human dreams. The deep blue water reflects the city skyline, while the Opera House rests like a sculpture beside the sea. This place feels alive and hopeful. It reminds you that ambition and beauty can exist together, that you can chase dreams while still staying close to nature and balance. 5. Blue Mountains, Australia. The Blue Mountains stretch endlessly, covered in mist and eucalyptus forests. The air feels cool and fresh, carrying silence and peace. Looking over the valleys feels like looking into infinity. This place reminds you to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to trust life's journey. Not everything needs to be rushed. Some paths are meant to be felt slowly. 6. 12 Apostles, Australia. Rising from the ocean, the 12 Apostles stand tall against wind and waves. These limestone giants feel strong and eternal. Watching the sea crash around them reminds you of time's power. Life changes, shapes, and transforms everything. Yet beauty remains. This place teaches acceptance and resilience, showing that even erosion can create something extraordinary. 7. Great Ocean Road, Australia. The Great Ocean Road is more than a drive. It is a journey of emotion. Cliffs meet the ocean, waves crash endlessly, and every turn reveals something new. Traveling here feels freeing. It reminds you that the road itself matters as much as the destination. Life is about movement, experience, and the courage to keep going. 8. Fraser Island, Kari, Australia. Fraser Island feels wild and untouched. Rainforests grow from sand, freshwater lakes shine like mirrors, and beaches stretch endlessly. This place feels alive and powerful. It reminds you that nature does not follow rules, it creates its own. And sometimes, the most beautiful lives are the ones lived freely. 9. Whitsunday Islands, Australia. The Whitsundays float gently in clear blue water, surrounded by coral and calm skies. Time slows down here. The islands feel peaceful and dreamlike. This place reminds you to rest, to let go, and to allow joy to arrive naturally. Life does not always need effort. Sometimes it simply flows. 10. Daintree Rainforest, Australia. The Daintree Rainforest feels ancient and alive. Trees tower above, leaves whisper softly, and life moves quietly beneath the canopy. Walking here feels like stepping back in time. This place reminds you that the earth remembers everything. It teaches respect, patience, and humility. Not all wisdom is spoken, some is felt. 11. Kakadu National Park, Australia. Kakadu is raw and powerful. Wetlands stretch wide, cliffs rise boldly, and wildlife moves freely. The land feels sacred and strong. This place reminds you of survival and connection. It teaches that life adapts, endures, and continues, even in the harshest conditions. 12. Kings Canyon, Australia. Kings Canyon opens suddenly, deep and dramatic. Red cliffs glow under the sun, and silence fills the space. Standing here feels overwhelming in the best way. It reminds you that challenges shape depth, and when you face them, you discover strength you never knew you had. 13. Margaret River, Australia. Margaret River feels warm and inviting. Vineyards, forests, and coastlines blend beautifully. Life feels balanced here. This place reminds you to enjoy the present moment, to taste, feel, and appreciate what is in front of you. Happiness often lives in simple pleasures. 14. Byron Bay, Australia. Byron Bay feels free and soulful. The ocean stretches wide, the sun rises gently, and life moves calmly. This place invites reflection. It reminds you to live authentically, to follow your own rhythm, and to stay close to what makes you feel alive. 15. Tasmanian Wilderness, Australia. Tasmania feels untouched and pure. Mountains, lakes, and forests exist in quiet harmony. The air feels fresh and honest. This place reminds you that solitude can be healing. Silence can restore what noise takes away. 16. Wineglass Bay, Australia. Wineglass Bay curves perfectly around clear water and white sand. Seen from above, it feels unreal. This place reminds you that perfection exists naturally, without effort. Life does not need constant fixing. Sometimes it is already beautiful. 17. Ningaloo Reef, Australia. Ningaloo Reef feels calm and intimate. Swimming beside gentle whale sharks feels humbling. This place reminds you of coexistence, of sharing the world respectfully. True beauty exists when we move gently through life. 18. Lake Hillier, Australia. Lake Hillier glows pink, surprising and magical. Surrounded by green forest and blue ocean, it feels unreal. This place reminds you that the world still holds mysteries. Life can still surprise you when you stay curious. 19. Flinders Ranges, Australia. The Flinders Ranges stretch endlessly, layered with color and history. The land feels old and wise. This place reminds you that endurance is beautiful. Time shapes everything, including you. 20. Perth Coastline, Australia. Perth's coastline glows with soft light and calm waves. The city feels peaceful and open. This place reminds you that life does not need chaos to feel exciting. Calm can be powerful too. 21. Broome, Australia. Broome feels warm and soulful. Red earth meets turquoise sea, and sunsets feel endless. This place reminds you of contrast and harmony. Different elements can exist together beautifully. 22. Litchfield National Park, Australia. Litchfield feels refreshing and alive. Waterfalls flow gently, pools invite rest, and nature feels welcoming. This place reminds you to pause and renew. Rest is part of growth. 23. Snowy Mountains, Australia. The snowy mountains feel quiet and strong. Peaks rest under clear skies, and the air feels crisp. This place reminds you that even familiar lands can surprise you. There is always more to discover. 24. Kangaroo Island, Australia. Kangaroo Island feels raw and real. Wildlife moves freely, and landscapes feel untouched. This place reminds you of harmony, of living alongside nature, not above it. 25. Shark Bay, Australia. Shark Bay feels peaceful and ancient. Clear water, white sand, and unique marine life create calm wonder. This place reminds you that life began in water, and peace often returns there too. Australia is not a place you simply visit. It is a land you feel long after you leave. In its silence, you hear yourself more clearly. In its vastness, you understand how small fears truly are. These landscapes do not rush you. They remind you to slow down, breathe deeper, and live wider. Because some journeys are not about distance. They are about becoming someone braver, calmer, and more alive. And once Australia touches your soul, a part of you will always